everyone, it's Fitz with your daily delivery. Hope you're doing well. I am great. Today's daily delivery is a little bit different. I've got advertising for you, but in a different way. And I'm wearing my light blue because I am headed out the door to yet another appointment with another doctor to treat my cancer. Probably, hopefully, I'll be blessed that this is the last thing I have to accomplish this summer, but it will involve an eventual surgery to remove a tumor adjacent to my lung that they're not sure that it's prostate cancer or not. I'm not too worried about it, but just keep going forward. And speaking of my cancer, going back to 2020 when the pandemic hit, I stayed at home. I was being very cautious. I was in, a point of my cancer where it probably wasn't active. I was probably healthy enough to go out, but why chance it? So I started a podcast back then called The Life of Fitz. And I just started calling people. And literally, that's the podcast. I call them, they answer, we talk, we hang up. And it's roughly an hour long, each episode. 40 minutes to a little over an hour. That's how they run. Well, I've started season 4. And last week I spoke with Chris Kleiman, current head football coach at Kansas State. And this week, today, my Bill Snyder episode dropped. And why I hadn't talked to Coach in the first 3 seasons is a mystery, but it was a great conversation. So today's favor is please support this podcast by subscribing to the Life of Fitz podcast on whatever platform you may use. Apple, Amazon, which is oddly what I use because of this woman that lives in my house named Alexa, who I can't say her name out loud or she'll pipe up. Spotify, of course, all of those. Subscribe to the Life of Fitz podcast. It's a separate feed from the GoPowercat podcast, which you should also be subscribing to. And you should be subscribing to this YouTube video. You didn't think, the YouTube channel, you didn't think I was going to let you off the hook, did you? Please do so. Your ongoing support of what we do at GoPowercat is so important. I've really tried to effort through all of my treatments. And the Bill Snyder interview reminded me that Coach Snyder did his throat cancer treatments during a football season. So whenever I think times are rough, I think of Bill Snyder driving out of town on a regular basis for radiation treatments, coming back to town to quite often talk to the media at a press conference. Incredible. Well into his 70s. Maybe he was 80 at that point. No, he was in his 70s. Just amazing. No time to feel sorry for yourself. You got to keep going forward. You got to fight the fight in front of you. And today your fight is, please subscribe to my Life of Fitz podcast. I think you'll love it. The old episodes are amazing. Did you know I spoke with the guy, Donnie Campbell, former K-State quarterback, who was the inspiration for Ted Lasso? That and so many other conversations.